I remember when this was just fields as far as the eye could see. Here I am down in deepest, darkest Dumfries and Galloway for the annual Wickerman Festival. The festival is in its infancy. It's just 2 years old. In festival terms, it is a little toddler. I'm hoping to hook up with some old friends and perhaps partake of some midnight burning. Sid Ambrose, so nice to see you again. It's been a year.
Aye.
It's been a good year though, hasn't it?
Certainly has been a very good year.
Festival's in its infancy. This is the second year of the festival. It's come on leaps and bounds, unless it's only me just looking around the place.
And I've got to say, I was actually pretty nervous until last night, until I've got to say the beat played.
Aye.
And followed by Ozzic Tentacles. And the crowd were absolutely ecstatic. And both the beat and Ozzic Tentacles were asking the organisers, can we come back next year? So I mean, a very good night. A bigger turnout, of course, more people here, and just, you know, a really, really good atmosphere.
Well said. If the bands are asking to come back, you must be onto a good thing, because
Well,
most of them can't wait to get shot, you know.
No, I mean, I think it's the type of festival where there's a kind of smaller, more relaxed atmosphere where a number of the bands have just actually stayed on for the weekend, you know, and just mingled with the crowd. It's not just grab the cash and go. No, I think they're here to be part of the Wickerman.
I know a lot of people say this about festivals, it's about the crack, it's not necessarily about any band in particular, but it's got to be true of the Wickerman Festival, because I walk around, you see all kinds of different people here, all hues of characters and all that, and they seem to be getting along fine.
Well, I mean, I feel that the Wickerman is probably the only festival now that actually caters for probably the youth cultures of Britain over the last 30 years. Now, when you think of that, some of these guys who were in these youth cultures 30 years ago are getting on a bit now, and they're here with their kids.
Aye.
And so there's that whole family sort of friendly atmosphere. But it's also a bit of a freak show. You know, you see mohawks and skinheads and hippies and rastas and, you know, maybe traditional groupings that might actually sort of fought against each other when they're younger, you know, 20 years ago. They've all moved on, they've all grown up, and they've actually realised they've got more in common than they actually have differences.
Yeah.
We're here at the Wickerman today for a very fun time. Hope you all enjoy it.
Well, as well as the main stage, which we see down there, which is a brilliant looking thing, organic looking, isn't it, almost like it. Also there's loads and loads of lesser stages which look like people just turned up, slung a bit of canvas over a few bits of wood, just gone for it. There's acoustic tents, there's people, and there's little pockets of things going on everywhere. It's a great feel, isn't it?
Well, I mean, actually, I made the effort last night. I went round to every single stage, and it was things like the Northern Soul tent, and the acoustic tent, as you say, and just a really, really good atmosphere. And some acts that you wouldn't, you know, the other more large festivals, they wouldn't entertain these acts.
Yes, the music, man, yeah. Straight from Jamaica, we have brand new music. Year to year, have no fear. Brand new, not a my selection, when Isaac, yeah, Momo.
Ruth, I got to say, thanks for the t-shirt, an excellent design. You designed it yourself, and they've sold out as far as I can tell, and they've sold great guns throughout the festival.
We've got a few left, but they are selling very fast. Yes.
Which can only be a good thing for the festival and for yourselves.
Absolutely, the profit from the t-shirts goes to the festival, so that's just great, because we need to keep the festival going.
How many t-shirts do you bring with you?
I don't know,
No?
hundreds, and I've been making them on the machine there at the same during the festival as well.
Literal cottage industry in the field, making the t-shirts, selling them on, and then selling to everybody. I can see a guy there wearing one of the hoodies, and so they've sold fantastically well.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's great. I'll come back next year for the same thing happens again.
Oh, yes.
You want to be selling these throughout the year as well?
Oh, yes. I've got a shop in Kikubi, so they're on sale in the shop all the time. They're also on sale in Resigned Records in Dumfries.
Are they? So if you want to plug in a website address or an email address, you're welcome to.
All right. www.catcherembroidery.co.uk.
You heard it here first.
Night chimes, the darkness punctuated by fireworks, huge plumes and flames. The festival goers have moved en masse to the top field, drawn like humanary moths to the burning effigy atop the hillock. They scream, dance and shout, and you get a feeling of some primal, ancient force at work, harking back, way back when tribes would gather round the warming flames, celebrating fertility and respecting the reverence of nature and nature's gifts. And I don't mean fags and lager, I mean the cycle of nature and nature's bountiful harvests. The Wickerman stands, an allegory to the impermanence of nature, built, burnt and built again, year in, year out. And long may it continue to exert its fiery influence over us as it did for thousands and thousands of years. See you next year.